Welcome back to Notch EV. I'm sitting here with two Airs today, and you may have seen me recently do an 80 amp Lucid charger install here, but it's outside. And I think in the winter, there's gonna be some times when it would be nice to have an inside charger. The only problem is I have very limited inside electric, like the amperage needs to be low. And so today I'm doing the install with a charger that EVDANCE sent me. EVDANCE just came out with a new wall-mounted charger, and you can get it either with the NEMA 1450 plug, or you can get it the hardwire version. So the one I have is the one with the plug, because I have a plug in there, but you can do 40 amps on that, which maxes out the NEMA 1450 outlet. But if you get the hardwired one, you can do 50 amps. And so this is a little bit of a charger review and charger install. Thank you to EVDANCE for sending me this. And it's gonna come in real handy for times when there's inclement weather, or we just wanna have a low amperage, sort of slow charge inside. Now the cool thing about this one, and why this one in particular is a great option for this, is you can take that charger and you can set it on the charger to do lots of different increments of amperage. Because what I don't want is to have her car set at 80 amps for this location and then to plug it into there and just basically assault that outlet. We're gonna have that charger in there installed, and it will never do more than 20 amps, and it will be kind of like an extra charger to help in a pinch for small amounts of charging, because our garage, unfortunately, is wired in a very old school, not good way for high continuous current. This is the big Lucid 80 amp charger that we have at the house. And because of the cost, we had to put it outside. We couldn't go over there. It would be $10,000 to go over there. So it was just out of the question. So charging can be very fast at this house as long as you're outside. Let's take it inside now. I just pulled it out of the box. Let's get it over here for a better view. Okay, so this is what it looks out of the box. I asked for the J1772 version, since that is the port that the Air uses. So this is what we'll be putting in here, and we're gonna be putting it over here. So we'll mount this up, and definitely when you are installing one of these, double check your outlet and double check which direction this is, because that's going to drastically change where you put it, because this is like such a thick cord. You need to make sure you get that right before you start mounting it. That's the fully unwrapped cord. This is a nice actuation. This feels good. This is a good metal clip here versus a lot of cheaper ones do plastic. The thing about this unit is that they actually have a really good price for their chargers, and this thing is not making it feel like it's a cheap charger because it's got a nice metal clip. But they do a good job with that, I think, with the cost versus quality compared to some other chargers. Also included in the box, you get your manuals. That's what mounts the charger to the bracket. Then you got your screws to go into the drywall or wood, whatever it is. And then you have this mounting holster for your J1772 connection. And then I also got the NACS adapter here. This is not part of the normal package unless you order it, but since on occasion we may have somebody that has a NACS car that comes in here, or myself, we could easily put this onto the charger, and that way we have both in one. So I want to just plug this in. Before I go through all the effort of installing it, I want to make sure we get power to it, because it'll be a bummer if I go through everything and for whatever reason it doesn't work. So I just powered on with the breaker, the outlet, and yes, we have power on this. This is recognizing 40 amps. This is a NEMA 1450 outlet, so like I said, this is not capable of it, so we're not going to be doing that. Power off the outlet again. are right. So this can help, actually having it plugged in can help guide where you're going to want to install it, because, you know, you can see where that cord goes. So let's actually put this down there. We can grab this bracket, boom, 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 hooks into that. Perfect, sorry, that makes perfect sense. So what we're gonna wanna do is get this in here. So that's good. Now, experts might tell you something like drill a pilot hole, but I'm just gonna see what happens. So first things first, okay, get these in here. Okay, that's one, and now two. Perfect. Okay, so those get to latch into that, into the deep part, then it falls down, and then on the underside, you have, there's the screw under here. Okay, that thing's on. It's on there solid, perfectly. That was super easy. It only took like a minute. If you had drywall, it could be a little harder, but that went up, locked it on. Then we've got our cord here. This has like a nice over the top, you know, it's got this swooping thing so you can put your cord there. Let's peel this off. Oh, that didn't work so well. Oh, finally. Much cleaner looking, except for the fact that I got the glue smudged on there. Was that just like a random corner sticker? Oh, maybe there is no front thing on this. Okay, so what we want to do, hold the A, there you go, and we want to just go to 20 amps. So now wait a second, and that'll lock in, boom. All right, now we have a 20 amp charger here. What is this, a 25-foot cord? I can't remember exactly. Over here, this is going to make it to one car. So whatever car is parked right in here, this cord is definitely going to be able to make it. If we want to go to that bay, well, I have the extension cord by EVDANCE as well. So we could always extend this and also charge somebody over here. So let me pull in a car and plug her in. Boom. Amps, we're counting time, we're counting kilowatt hours delivered. So we got the temperature here. I guess that's the temperature here of inside the charger. 228 volts. And with 20 amps, we're going at 4.56 kilowatt for speed. And we've been charging for almost a minute now. And that's our kilowatt hours, basically nothing at this point. And if you look down here, it says charging up there. And then you've got Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, which I have not connected yet because obviously I just put this in. The car is charging at 20 amps, 4 kilowatts, exactly what the charger said, so very good. And then lastly here, as I said, you can see the cord here. This is nice, a nice button, and it's like an easy to deal with cord. And since this is a metal piece, it really feels like it's not gonna break. And now this house has 2 great charging solutions. Got this really cool kind of thermal camera that this company Vantrue sent to me, but we can take a look and we could see, it hasn't been long, but we could sort of see what's going on. Like the hottest spot on this screen right here is the charge port itself. And you can see the handle here and the cord is the coldest part. In our particular case is on the side of double garage. It would be really good if you had an outlet like right here, because then you could go to either car. But in this case, I'm gonna show you this thing right here, which I have a whole video about because I like it so much. I know this is like given to me, so it's kind of like a product placement, but I actually like really think it's cool. So let's check this out. I'm gonna put the converter on to this, boom, lock that in, and then lock that into my extension cord. I can take this and I can go all the way. Before, I would have only been able to get to here, but now I have all this extra cable and I can get all the way over here. Normal cord to here would have reached here, but now coming all the way across, and I have tons more room, and I could charge a second car in here. So it's a really great combo. That's just totally unrelated, but they're both EVDANCE, and EVDANCE has been really nice to this channel, so I really appreciate them. That's your charger, and it's a clean and easy install, I gotta say. It was very, very easy to do. I had this thing up and running in like 5 minutes. All right, sorry about my appearance. I'm sweating from the install here. It's a very hot summer day. So why buy this charger then? It's not the fastest. Like I said, I have an 80 amp charger out there. This does max out though your 1450 outlet. This is 40 amps, which is the best you can do if you're doing the outlet install. If you're doing the hardwire install with this charger, the hardwire version, you can do, it's a 50 amp charger, which is actually 2 amps faster than a Tesla destination charger. And you're getting it at a better price. Now, what does the Tesla destination charger do? Well, it can do different load shares if you have multiples, but if you're doing like a one charger solution in here, you can actually get more speed and good versatility for less money. And I think that's where this shines. And in my case, what's really great about this is that I have limited power in here. So I'm going in and I'm setting the charger to a lower amperage, and then I know this is always going to be 20 amps when we plug in here, no matter what car, with whatever settings is in the car. We're going to make sure we keep it safe. And I think that's where this shines, because this is UL certified and ETL certified. It's like IP, put it on the screen, weatherproof. So you can put this outside. It's a solid charger. It's going to handle in weather or inside, and it's going to charge well, and it's going to charge safely. And basically that's the bottom line. And then, if you want, you could add in that extension cord, which I really like as well. And that'll get you across a huge 2-car, 3-car garage easily. And then you can also tack on that NACS adapter if you feel like you might have different types of cars, or you can also get this as a NACS primary charger, or the J1772. So basically, very happy with that. And at first use and install, it's a breeze. And actually right now, coincidentally, unintentionally, this is like all around Prime Day, and it's on sale. So there's a win-win if you're catching this episode right now in June 13th area 2026. It's going on sale right now. Last thing is the app. You can install the app, and then, let's see here, you can scan the QR code when you get the EVDANCE app. Then you're going to need a login. We're going to add a charger, access camera, scan the QR code on the charger, enter a PIN. So then your PIN is on your guide here. Connect via Bluetooth, Wi-Fi configured, max current. We'll set it here too to make sure it doesn't change it. Down to 20, confirm. Confirm. Cool. And then we're connected. And now that's green and the Wi-Fi is connected there. And you can see everything here, current and voltage. You could add stuff about your electrical plan. But yeah, there you go. That's the app setup and connection. Pretty easy. You get the QR code on the side of the charger, and you get the PIN from your brochure or, install paperwork. So thank you for watching this little charger install, and I'll see you guys on the next one.